He had Marino and Elway, or he had Marino and Steve Young in his top five, and not Peyton Manning. I was like, this.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, what's up, Brandon?
All right, let's get it.
Yep.
Hey man, welcome to the Throwdown Man, episode 199. I'm your host Ben, Brandon from the block. Everyone to call me man. Here with another episode. Hey man, week 3 recap. This was a very ugly weekend for some teams. I'm not even gonna lie. Eagles
Fuck
bounced
yeah.
back. They came in and won. We're gonna get straight into that, man. Yo, bro, what's up? What's up?
You know, that yesterday was a prime example of why a National Football League game is played for 4 minutes, 4 quarters, 60 minutes, not 32 minutes, 60 minutes. Win is a win, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I will say they should have
For sure.
made your game the primetime one over the Chiefs and Giants.
No shit.
Oh.
Technical difficulties, folks. Brandon will be right back in just a moment.
But no, Brad, I'm not gonna lie. They should have made your game the primetime Sunday night game.
Oh, we know, because that was arguably the worst primetime game I've ever watched in my life.
Dude, Chris Collinsworth, I think that was more than just deep throating fucking Mahomes. The way he was talking up this man.
Patrick Mahomes. Now, here's the guy who I can just glaze the entire broadcast because I'm the biggest.
Dude,
Patrick
Mahomes had a fumble.
Even more than you, Nick Wright, who actually is a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Brother, I don't know what to say other than like when Mahomes fumbled on one of these plays, he's over here talking about what a great play by Patrick Mahomes. And other quarterbacks wouldn't have done anything on this play except he fumbled the ball away.
Yeah, bro.
That was I didn't watch the game much because of that. I knew as soon as we heard Chris Collinsworth was calling the game, I was like, this is going to be garbage.
Well, the next Sunday is going to be insufferable again too, because
what?
Dallas Cowboys is another team that Chris Collinsworth loves to glaze, and you got Micah Parsons return to Dallas.
We got the Dallas Cowboys and Cowboys versus the Packers next Sunday night. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Insider, you good though? You good? You good, bro? You sure?
What's up?
I was saying, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I got to watch the first half of my team game, and then I turned it off because the only person showing up on the offensive end was A, it was Colton Miller, and B, it was Trey Tucker.
Yeah. Those.
What about you? You got to watch? Well, you got to witness what, a 45-10 win or something? What was the final? I don't even know.
Yeah, we killed them Saints. We squashed the Saints. They won.
I think the Saints and Titans are going to be competing for the number 1 pick this year. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say the Giants too, and funny enough, the Giants and Saints play each other in 2 weeks.
Really? Well, I think the Giants, they should be starting fucking Dart by now, actually, at this point. I think they need to start Dart over Wilson, man.
But hey, is everyone excited for next Monday night where we'll see the 0-3 New York Jets against the 0-3 Miami Dolphins?
That's really next Monday, bro?
What the hell? What is... Bro, I'm sorry, bro, but I think the NFL... I think from a week-to-week basis, they should be able to flex games out because that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Flexing begins until like week 6.
Oh, I know. I'm saying they should be able to happen even earlier. If we're watching week 4, Monday night, you said the Dolphins and Jets or Dolphins and Giants?
Double header. That's what makes it even better. So that's, I believe, the ABC game at 7:15 Eastern, obviously. And then at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, which would have been a good game if Joe Burrow wasn't hurt for the season, it is the Bengals against the Broncos.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's nasty work, bro.
What is happening, bro? What is it with primetime games always kind of being trash nowadays?
I'm not gonna lie, I am so Brandon, no offense to your Seahawks, but I am so disinterested in that in that Thursday night game between y'all and the Cardinals. I am not intrigued by that in the slightest.
Yeah. All right. We gonna beat them either way, so it don't even matter. But let's get straight to some of these games, bro. I want to start with these Falcons first. They got freaking mollywopped by the freaking Panthers, 30-0. Freaking wow.
Hey, we need a mental health check on those fucking Packer fans or those Falcon fans.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. What's your thoughts on the Falcons and how they play?
I never really thought like Penix was the greatest yet, but like it looks like he's just taking a step backward more.
Do you know how much of a low bar it is this season to play worse than Bryce Young? Do you know how low that bar is? Pretty fucking low.
How was Bryce Young even great in the game? I didn't see.
Not really, but
he was good enough to win the game.
Yeah. Like, Brandon, I don't know if you've heard me, but thoughts on the game when it came to Michael Penix. Do you know how much of a low bar it is for a quarterback to play worse than Bryce Young in a game? Yeah,
it's a really low bar.
It's pretty fucking low.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Penix somehow played worse than Bryce Young.
That's why.
I don't even think had a touchdown in the game. Yeah, he didn't even have a touchdown in the game.
Nah.
Penix got benched, man. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't getting benched by Kirk Cousins. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Hell, and even then, when Kirk Cousins came in, he sucked.
Mm-hmm. Like Bijan did this thing. Bijan's gonna always be Bijan, but like
there was something that was said about like before the game happened that the Falcons would be willing to move on from Kirk Cousins for like a day 2 round pick, and they want the team to take on most of his contract. I'm like, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, shout out to Mike Jackson because he had himself a game. He had a pick 6. He had the other interception later on in the game, right? I believe. Shout out Mike Jackson. He had a hell of a game. But it would be funny if Harrison was still on the show and if Goated was here too, because the amount of
man.
He used to talk.
Man. I'm gonna invite Harrison back next week. I'm gonna see what he up to.
It would have been so fun. This would have been a great episode to have Harrison and Goated on, because then Harrison can finally have some warranted shit talking for Goated.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know what? You wouldn't have been able to get both of them because Goated probably been like, hell no, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know. That was one of the worst games of the week, if I'm just being honest. Like the way that the Falcons just plain up didn't show up in that game on any side of the ball, and it's kind of weird. I mean, they just didn't look even close to as good as the Panthers, man.
Pigeons are back.
Yeah, man.
Pigeons are bad.
Let's see. Another game that was shocking. The Packers.
Man.
They lost to the Browns, won it?
Yeah, the Browns.
I pissed off because Packers, you cost me my freaking survivor pool. So that's why.
Hey, you know what? The crazy thing is, too, I didn't realize they did that either until I looked later last night. I was like, damn, they did that to me, too.
Yeah,
I picked the Packers because the Browns were garbage. I don't.
The Browns beat the Packers 13-10.
That's crazy though. Like Jordan Love really did not show up in this game. Nobody did on the offensive end.
Jordan Love inconsistent, bro.
Was awful on both sides. And Brandon, me and you talked about this off camera a little bit. I wish Leaf was here to see it so I could just rub it in his face. 2025 Green Bay Packers, congratulations. You are the 2024 New Orleans Saints, where, damn, you looked very dominant in the first 2 games. Oh, these guys could be serious contenders. And what do you do in week 3? You lose a game that you probably shouldn't have lost because you played better than the team that beat you.
Well, damn.
I mean, I don't know, man. Jordan Love, I don't know, man. I don't think he's ever, if I'm just being real up to this point in his career, and as much as some people have talked him up and within Green Bay fan base and their front office and stuff, I don't think he's ever put a consistent season together. I don't think he has. He's always been kind of inconsistent. I mean, he's been back and forth.
That's true. That's true. And like this Packers team is so good.
Oh, but Love was like top 7, top 8 discussion heading into the season, right?
Well, this is the problem, though, too, is you're now paying – wait a minute, but they're paying $100 million between 2 players, and they just got dog walked by the Browns. The way that they played offensively, I mean, listen, you don't pay that kind of money to a quarterback and an edge rusher and stuff to not be able to put up points and not be able to win the game like that against a team that was far inferior to your team.
Precisely. And I told people the reason why I wanted to hold off on the judgment of the Green Bay Packers, because people were saying, oh, they're legit. They could be serious NFC contenders. Yeah, because they played two really good games at home. Then they went on the road, and I was going to be like, this game, not the best to gauge judgment on because, it's the Cleveland Browns. And then you throw up that stinker. So, serious contenders, my ass.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, for sure.
But Leaf. The Packers division is wrapped up, right?
Yeah, division wrapped
all
up.
Hands for the division. The Packers have already won the NFC North.
Yep, that's what you said on paper. I got the clip.
I forget the name.
The thing is, like,
SNL.
Yeah, they could win the division, but like that, you can't go and play a game like that against a.
You sure about that?
Go ahead.
Like I said, I just think like that's a game you can't lose. Like nobody would judge them for losing one of their first two games. Everybody was going to judge them for losing this game. Everybody, and that's a game that. I mean, there was a 13.5 point spread in this game or some shit. Like it wasn't even supposed to. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be a close game, and Jordan Love yet again does what he does best and plays an inconsistent game. He's not. Listen. In all honesty, he's not a quarterback that's worth $50 million. He's not.
No.
Mm-hmm.
He never was. That's my thing.
Flacco sucked.
Listen, this is the problem with a lot of people. They don't like. These teams are paying these quarterbacks way too fucking early to be able to determine how good they truly are. Jordan Love had one breakout season, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we gotta pay this guy."
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and like I said, this is my thing on the Packers. Yes, like on paper, the Packers got a great defense, but what's making them like? If they want to make a Super Bowl run, the Jordan Love has to play consistently.
And that's the thing too, is like it's the same thing for the Texans. They have a great elite defense that, by the way, the Texans haven't even allowed 20 points this year, and they're 0-3.
That's wild.
That's the thing. The Packers and the Texans are both I think the Packers have allowed 20 points, but the Texans on their end, they're doing the same thing as the Packers. They have this great defense. And yes, the defense wasn't the problem in this game. It's the fact that, your quarterback and your team failed on multiple attempts to score points.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that, man. You can't walk up into Cleveland and not score points. Like, when your defense holds a team to 13 points, I expect you to be able to score just 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's $102 million between Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, man. Like, and Jordan Love's getting a lot of money, man. He's got to put it together. That's on him. The defense did their part. As far as I'm concerned, your defense did everything it could. 13 points is not.
Flacco sucked.
What was Flacco's passing? What was it? 50%?
Something like that, and an interception with 0 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the point. You can't have a quarterback play that bad and you lose the game because your offense just has a dud. And even on a bad day, I feel like your offense in 4 quarters should be able to try to produce, especially with how much talent the Packers offense has, at least 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco yesterday, 21 of 36 for 142 yards and an interception.
Ew. Under 100. Hey, listen, when your defense holds a quarterback to less than 150 yards, you should be able to win the game.
Listen, I know the Browns have a really good defense, but that team as a whole stinks. Like, everything about that Packers offense was terrible. Jordan Love was bad.
And what happened to this? What happened to that kid, Matthew Golden, bro? He was talked up this all offseason, and he hasn't done a damn thing all year.
Right.
Josh Jacobs especially had a stinker. I mean, he had.
Didn't he have 15 for 29 yards?
I think it was 16 for 30.
Ew. Disgusting. Also,
Yeah,
I
bro.
think this is another point to be made. I think teams need to stop trying to rely on kickers to kick a game-winning kick at the end because we had 3
Oh
blocked.
my gosh.
We
All
had.
them
I'm
block
sorry.
kicks.
We had 3 blocked kicks this weekend, bro.
4.
4. Yes, 4.
Seattle had one too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Special teams.
Well, that's just the whole point. Like you
Hold on,
have
was it field goal or block PAT?
It was
for
block.
what?
It was a
For a
block.
kick.
I want to say block PAT, I think.
All right, so PAT is a little bit different than field goal because the Giants or the Chiefs had a block PAT too. But if we're talking about actual block field goals, there was 4 this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
bro.
bad, and that's the thing. Like that was exactly why almost the Buccaneers lost. That was exactly why. Like I said, this entire weekend, it was kind of a shit show for a lot of teams in
It was an
terms
ugly
of kicking.
weekend, man. Yeah.
Well, and then that kicker that the Falcons promoted to their 53 and released Young Ho Koo, he went 0 of 3 or some shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's going 5 for 5 the week before.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Well, that's the problem, Kent, man. Kickers are so inconsistent nowadays.
Yeah, they are.
Who would have thought that Jake Elliott would be one of the most accurate kickers in the league so far?
Well, him and Brandon Aubrey and freaking Chris Boswell and Daniel Carlson and there's like
Even
5 or
Chris
6
Boswell,
kickers.
Yeah, even Chris Boswell was cooking. I'm like, bro, what the heck?
Bro, I'm just gonna be real. At this point in time, there's only like 7 good kickers in the league. The rest of them are inconsistent, bro. Like, and that's why I say, like, when you're an NFL organization, kickers are becoming one of those positions, man. When you find a great kicker like a Brandon Aubrey, like a Chris Boswell, like a Daniel Carlson, who do kick consistently, you pay them because you don't want to end up with a scrubby kicker.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. All right, y'all, bro. Bro, let's get to your team, man. Y'all made that comeback win. It was 19 at 7.5, and the Eagles came back and beat the Rams 33-26. What a freaking game! Jalen Hurts proving time and time again that he is that man. Once again, even in the comeback, he is that guy. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 226 yards, completed 21-32 of his passes, and A.J. Brown finally made an appearance. 6 receptions, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
He made an appearance finally.
Yeah, he finally made an appearance. And then, Puka Nacua is Puka Nacua. He had 11 receptions for 112 yards.
He also had a really soft taunting penalty called on him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts?
I'll start with the officials because everyone says that the Eagles have stolen the Chiefs' voodoo magic. There was a lot of ticky-tack calls on both sides.
Oh, I'm not gonna say the refs won the game.
That was a false start on Steen. No one's gonna dispute that. They missed several holding calls for both sides. Obviously, the Puka Nacua one was soft, but I pointed it out 2 weeks ago when Nolan Smith got that taunting call on him.
Yep.
But the NFL said that they're breaking it down for sportsmanship reasons. So there we go. You're going to get a lot of soft-ass taunting calls this year.
Yes.
But there was a lot of ticky-tacky calls because you could say that Reed Blankenship got away with pass interference, which led to the first field goal block. Devontae Adams, I mean, obviously me being an Eagles fan, I'm going to tell you that's offensive pass interference, but that's another ticky-tack one where they pretty much just let the guys play the game yesterday. But, you just got to shout out the resilience of this Eagles team because they were down and beaten, but they never caved.
Never were out of the game.
Because the Rams, after Lane Johnson got hurt, which supposedly the update is it was just a stinger. He'll be good to go this week against Tampa.
What even hurt?
His neck.
Okay.
So the Rams did the smart thing where
attacked this side.
Overloaded the right side, attacked Matt Pryor, who stunk yesterday, got Jalen Hurts killed twice. But then the Eagles decided to outsmart the Rams, where they moved Matt Pryor out and brought Fred Johnson in who did play a lot of right tackle last year when Lane Johnson was hurt, is familiar with the system. Kevin Patullo, you still suck as an offensive coordinator, and your play calling sucks, but I digress from there. I mean, Jalen Hurts, everyone in our group chat was quick to say that he was absolute dog shit, and then he said, you know what, guys, I hear you. Hold my Sprite. Get it? Because he's sponsored by Sprite. Anyway, he decided
I did not know that.
He decided to have a second half master class on that Rams defense. And
I'll say the whole team had a master class.
Yeah. And Brandon, you know me, I like to quote movies. Almost like what Dom Toretto said to Cypher in Fate of the Furious, aka Fast and Furious 8, in that second half. You took your foot off the tiger's neck.
Yeah, that's what it was.
To go into cruise control, and then we took advantage of it. Let's see, Emmanuel Forbes Jr., you might not be in Washington anymore, but you are still AJ Brown's bitch. And let's see, what else? Jordan Davis, you tall, dark, handsome man. I'm so happy that you are a Philadelphia.
Yo, what?
What the fuck?
I am so happy that you are a Philadelphia Eagle because you were a big part of that win yesterday. But, 3-0. We got Tampa coming up this week. Obviously, we don't play well there, notoriously. It's America's Game of the Week on Fox. I hate that game is at 1 o'clock. So
what the hell is it with y'all playing at 1 o'clock, man?
I don't know, but Burkhardt and Brady are going to be calling the game. Hopefully we can squeak out a win. It's going to be the first 3-0 versus 3-0 matchup, or actually the only 3-0 versus 3-0 matchup in the NFL. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But, Kenny, I'm going to leave it with this. What is that thing that he likes to say? Because, again, Brandon, you know me. I usually don't like to talk shit until there is zeros on the clock in the fourth quarter.
Don't talk till the game's over, fucker.
So what is that thing he likes to say, despite the fact that Chris Brown is his boyfriend? What is it?
Wow.
Oh, bro, he is the biggest Chris Brown glazer.
Yes.
Rams and one.
No, what is it? Farm animal one? No, that ain't it. Male sheep? No, it ain't male sheep. What is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Birds in one.
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
Birds in one.
Straight calling that bitch out.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna send this and I'm gonna tag Kenny. But anyways, yeah, man. Like I said, put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name as well. He don't even have to be top 5. He doesn't have to be, but like the people
I had him at 6 or 7 before the season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I think I will take one thing and say, like, yes, credit to the Eagles, but number 2, the NFL needs to, like, I just think they need to let the players play now because you can't even celebrate. I just think that's crazy. You can't even celebrate without getting a penalty call on you.
Yeah, according to the rules, it had something to do with not that he was doing it to whoever the hell tackled him. I forget who it was. I think it was Todd Campbell. It was more that he did it in the direction of him.
You could tell. Yeah, I don't know. I just think, like I said, it's the same thing for anything, really. You got to let the players play, man.
Like, we ain't playing horseshoes and grenades. Like, what the hell are we talking about?
I just think, like, we need to, like, number 1, you just need to let the players play the game, man. And then, you just need to lessen up on the penalties, man. It's hard to watch these games when you're consistently calling dumb flags.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, and then, Jalen Carter.
And then you need to get some of these. You need to get these commentators that are just glazing the hell out of some of these teams. You need to get them off TV, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
Listening to Chris Collinsworth, I
also want to say this. Joe Davis, you need to find some better things to say, because as much as we all love a thick 6, really,
what
you want to talk about?
What the hell did you just say? Did you just say a thick 6?
Yes, that's when a big man scores a touchdown.
Oh, was that? Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about how Joe Davis, we know him more as a baseball guy for Fox. He needs to, like, get some vernacular to not make Jordan Davis sound fat as shit, because when Jordan Davis picked it up, he said the big man looking for the icing on one big cake. And it's like, dude, really?
What the hell?
Yeah,
You
it's crazy.
couldn't just say the big man running into the end zone or something else. You just had to make a fat joke in there. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Despite the
All
fact
right,
that he's
y'all.
also 35 pounds.
Damn.
Crazy. All right, y'all, man. Bro, we're gonna talk about your arch rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Lost against the Chicago Bears.
They made
31-14.
Caleb Williams actually looked like a quarterback for once.
Yeah, he actually looked good. I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie to you.
Trayvon Diggs looks like garbage.
Already Carl said he was overrated a while back.
I said it when he had that tons of interception season, man, because he also led the league in like yards allowed, and he was leader in touchdowns allowed. He was trash. I get he had a lot of picks, but people had to realize the only reason he had all those picks was because he was jumping the routes, man. And then when he missed the jump on the route, he'd allow a touchdown.
Yeah. And Broad, we found him.
Leaf.
We found
Yo,
him. We found him.
hey, but nah, I'm here. Nah,
Hey
yeah.
man. Hey Lee, what's going on with your Packers, man?
Everybody, I think it's available for me to say it, bro. Like, I mean, for as many people that think it is or what it isn't, bro. Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Brett
He's not.
Favre.
Nope.
And he's Jordan Love, bro. Like, he's still in game. Is he a franchise quarterback for this franchise? Yes, right now. But is he a franchise quarterback for anybody else? Probably not. The reality is that when you playing against a defense as good as the Cleveland Browns in the way that they played yesterday, and you can't move the ball, then that's the type of game that you're going to be in. That game reminded me of Aaron Rodgers' last game, bro, in the Green Bay Packer uniform when we was up 10-0, just exactly like we was yesterday, and we gave up 10 points, just exactly like we did yesterday, and ended up getting a field goal block, just like we did yesterday. It was I seen this episode of Friends before, bro. Like everybody likes to.
Who was his last game against? Wasn't it like the 49ers?
It was against it was against the his last playoff game, if I'm not mistaken, or it was against the 49ers. If you remember that game,
Yes.
that game he was up 10-0.
Yep.
The
And
same
then they
exact
took
way.
it in. Yep.
And they won, and the San Francisco 49ers won the game the exact same way off a blocked field goal.
Yep.
And kicked the field goal to end the game. This is what good defenses do against us, bro. This is what they do. Listen, the Cleveland Flacco had basically 20 yards to play with. Every time he got a scoring drive. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he had to play with. They put him in good.
Joe Flacco, bro. There's no way I'm losing with Joe Flacco out of all.
Well, you can say you're not. Well, realistically, it's not about losing to Joe Flacco more than it's about losing to Myles Garrett in that defense.
That's
Well,
true.
and then you're also coaching staff getting coached by the way that they played in that game.
Yes, they did.
You didn't lose to Myles Garrett. No, you lost to Quinshon Judkins, if we're being blatantly honest. Because, they didn't start doing shit till about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Well, true, but if you look at the third downs if you look at all of our third downs, all of them shits ended with either a sack or a takeaway. So if you want to tell me that we didn't lose to the defense, bro, like I understand that now, Broad. I understand that you real big smiles and Hallmark cards, bet being that your team won the game the almost exact same way the damn Browns won the game, bro. I understand that, and I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you before I pull off. I'll be honest with you, bro. That's what championship teams do. That's what the Eagles do. They know how to find their way back in the games. I've been said
they know how to finish the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, what I was going to tell you, Leaf, is congratulations to 2025 Green Bay Packers are the 2024 New Orleans Saints, where they looked so dominant in their first 2 games.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
And you
No, we're
go
not.
and lose a game that, while you didn't play good, you played better than the other team that you were playing and still lost to them.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think we played that much better, bro. Like we played. Like, if you're playing to a stalemate, then you're not playing that much better. Like their defense was way better than our defense. No matter what the score tells you, their defense was way much better than our defense. They got key stops and they put a good field goal positioning exactly when they needed. When we got stops and takeaways, we got it deep in our own territory, and we had to march 70 plus yards almost every single drive. That's hard to do against a defense like that. When you're playing against a defense that has a consistent pass rush and a consistent secondary, bro, it's very, very difficult to do. People are gonna understand.
I mean, you guys have a good pass rush.
Yeah, we do, but at the same time, our pass rush didn't do what their pass rush did for their offense.
No, I heard something, and I don't know if it was true, but someone said something about 50% pressure rate or something versus you guys.
Yes, that's what it was. It was probably more than that, but all I could tell you is, Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers. And he's not Brett Favre. So anybody keep telling me about these weapons and everything that we got. These weapons are only good as the game goes. I'm telling you, bro. When you playing against a defense that elite,
I think you guys really need like a veteran guy that actually has done it, because like I think at this point, a lot of the guys you guys have are really young and stuff.
Yes, that's another part of our problem. We got a young defense. We got a real young team. I ain't gonna say young defense. We got a really young team.
I think you guys are the young. Actually, I think you guys are the youngest team in the NFL right now.
Yes, we still are the youngest team in the NFL right now.
Yes, defense in the league.
The Eagles do have one of the youngest defenses in the league, if not the youngest, bro.
No, they have the youngest defense in the league.
Yeah, coming into this year, I'll give you that. I mean, but like you said, everything came down to play calling and coaching and everything and scheming, and we didn't do a good job at that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I were the Packers, man, I think just one of these years, or maybe even like this year or this offseason, man, I would invest in a veteran.
I said the same thing. I think we invested in veterans on the wrong side of the field, bro. Like, I will say this. This doesn't have anything to do with the division, because I know it's not a damn team in the NFC. It's probably maybe one team in the NFC that could have did what the Browns just did to us yesterday.
Yeah.
So that doesn't have anything to do with the division. Nope. The Ravens are going to beat the shit out of the Lions, bro. We all know that. So I mean,
the division, AFC.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm talking about in terms of our division. I stand by what I said. We won the division off the first drive of week 1.
Bro, he still believes
what?
That? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
I mean, I feel like
listen, if you want to tell me about Brian Flores and the Minnesota Vikings, fine by me. But listen, as far as our division goes, we won the division already. This shit is over, bro. I refuse to I don't got nobody debating me on this.
So Brandon, this is add to the compilation.
Listen, I'll say this, Leaf. I'll say this. I think you guys can right now still be like, because I mean, you know, you guys and the Vikings, yes, I think right now, I mean, if Carson Wentz really does work out for the next 3 weeks or whatever, you know, I mean, yes, they can be competitive, but I think the way the Packers really like make themselves legitimate is getting a veteran guy like me. I don't even know, like Tyreek Hill. I mean, he's going to be available because Miami ain't going to keep him around the way their fucking season's going.
But yeah, bro.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, listen, I pay attention to it. All I know is the Lions are not winning tonight's game. And that's going to still keep us in first place.
Yeah, I got
I got the Ravens.
Everybody got the Ravens. They got the Ravens they got the Ravens with their eyes closed, bro. Like, the Lions can't do a damn thing about it, bro. Like, it is what it is. But
I think we have to watch more of Detroit, because I think the Detroit win like last week. I mean, they clobbered Ben Johnson and them. Yeah, but I think we can continue to see what they have this year.
Listen, as I said before, man, the division is ours until I see different, bro. Like I don't care what nobody says. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
hey, son.
But we were
Hey.
talking about we were talking about the Bears and the Cowboys. The Cowboys lost 31-14. Caleb Williams was doing this thing. Lee, you got anything about that game?
As much as I hate the Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb wishing you a speedy recovery, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, he's gonna miss up to 4 weeks with that ankle sprain.
And you are a dick for sending the video in the group chat.
He said you're a dick. I didn't listen. I just saw the thing pop up. I sent it to the group chat and then I saw the video. I was like, damn. I think it would have been worse. I'm just gonna be honest. It would have been much worse if I would have sent the Najee Harris injury, bro. That thing was disgusting too, bro. Just watching the back of his ankle fucking pop. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty, bro. That was nasty.
You know what? And listen, even though he's a divisional rival player, I don't like to see that. That's a really tough injury to see. And you know what? I really do think also NFL and like any sport, like why do we zone in when they know it's an Achilles tear? When they're grabbing the back of their ankle, why? Listen, that's another thing. Like I don't know what it is, but they're like, oh my God, here's the injury. Let's just zoom right in on the injury where it pops, guys.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm gonna go because I mean, when it comes to leg injuries, being someone who blew their knee out in high school, I get squirmish and I PTSD about that shit, first off. But then when I keep seeing it over and over again, I'm like, I'm going to throw up if they keep showing this.
Well, it's like they intentionally show right where it pops. And it's like, bro, come on, NFL. Like, you know, when he went down and grabbed where he was grabbing and he wasn't getting up, you knew damn well as soon as any, like.
I want to see his leg go backwards like this when he hyperextends his knee.
Yeah, that was nasty, bro.
It's just disgusting seeing everything. It's unfortunate for Dallas because I think Dallas's season is really gonna end up just being really bad because this is what they showed without CeeDee Lamb. They have no offense.
Oh, have you seen their stretch from week 12 to week 16? It's
no. Who is it? What is it?
They host the Eagles.
Oh God.
Then they host the Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
What the? Wait, nah, hold on, damn son. We got Dallas and the Chiefs on. Oh my God, that's horrible, bro.
Yeah. And then after that, they go to Detroit for Thursday Night Football.
Ew.
Then they host the Vikings for Sunday Night Football.
Wait, so they got Thursday, and Sunday night in 3 straight weeks?
Uh-huh.
Prime time every week? What the hell?
They got another. They have another primetime game. The Cowboys.
Oh God.
They have one more primetime game in this stretch because then they host the Chargers, and then they go to Washington on Christmas.
And what? The Christmas game's a Monday game, or
Thursday?
Damn, I don't know this.
It's on a Thursday.
Damn, bro, they're gonna get killed in that stretch. I think. I'll be real. I don't think.
The week 17. My apologies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
who's their last game of the year? Is it the Giants? Is that?
Yes, at the Giants.
Well, okay, that makes it a little bit easier, I guess, because you got the.
Yeah, so when you look at CeeDee Lamb's injury, depending on how severe it is, because they said 4 to 6 weeks, which even then he'll probably miss a little bit more.
He might not be back for like 8 weeks completely.
With the 21-day window, but if we go by the original time period, if he misses only 4 weeks, he would miss the Packers, Jets. He'd miss hosting the Packers, at the Jets, at the Panthers, host the Commanders. If he misses the full 6 weeks, he would also miss at the Broncos and hosting the Cardinals on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They'll go like 2 and 4.
They need to go to the receiver wire right now to try to get somebody
George Pickens is a certified crash out, and people said that he was going to be a better wide receiver too than Devontae Smith, which is laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that guy can't do shit outside of try to, go for a contested catch. I mean, he doesn't have.
He got great hands.
But that's the thing, though. Like, he has good hands, sure. But like, the problem is, as soon as he doesn't get his targets, he's crashing out. And when it comes to being a real route runner, he doesn't have that ability. He just doesn't. Smitty
clears Pickens when it comes to route running, and it's
Well,
not.
Yeah,
Smitty,
clears.
but Smitty also clears him and like everything else. Like outside of maybe hands, I don't really know
I
like
don't know.
anything that.
I mean,
I
you
don't
can
know. I don't
argue.
know about deep. I don't know about deep
What's up?
threat.
Sure, maybe
I-
that, but you can argue.
Yeah, sure, deep throw. I'll give it to him. I don't give a damn.
You can argue contested catching because I have seen Smitty's
Yes.
pick up the ball.
Well,
through
Smitty's,
three
but like
defenders.
people have to realize that. But season, his Heisman season that he won in Alabama, he had some great contested catches back there, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
that's just the thing, man. Like, yeah, that's a laughable take to say George Pickens was going to be better than Devontae. Here's the thing: people have to realize if Devontae Smith was there without AJ Brown, he would be so insane, bro. His stats wise would be such insane.
For sure. All right, y'all, man. So Sunday night football, we had the Chiefs versus the Giants. Russell Wilson, give it up.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Russell Wilson, oh my God.
Disgusting.
Didn't even play
Only
that good
thing-
either. If we're being honest, both teams sucked in this game, but one of them had to win.
Yeah, one of them had to win. It was Patrick Mahomes.
I wish it would have just been a tie.
Yeah, that game was freaking terrible. I ain't gonna lie. That game was
I didn't watch it.
And also, Travis Kelce, you are too old of a vet in this league to be having a pissing, screaming match with your fucking coach.
Dude, Andy Reid bumped the fuck out of him. He made him his bitch in that, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, hey, Travis, you can tell though, Travis Kelce no longer even like a top 10 tight end. He just isn't good.
He ain't even top 10 no more. Damn.
I would say
Bro,
top 10.
he's
Like 9 or 10 at this point.
he's had multiple drops and he's had what two of them end up as interceptions. I just don't think he provides you much as a
He's
For
not
sure.
the tight end that I've completely lost my patience on. You know which one I'm talking about because everyone loves to give this man the benefit of the fucking doubt, but at least Travis Kelce, while he played like shit, he's been healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What, George Kittle?
Let me guess.
Hold on to that. He's a top 3 tight end when health. Shut up.
So let me guess these names for tight end. So got Brock Bowers, got George Kittle, you got
Trey
why you
McBride.
doing that, bro?
Sam-
Bro, why you doing that, bro?
Because how can he still be a top 3 tight end when people won't admit that he's fucking injury prone?
You got a point, but
Like
when healthy,
he's literally been hurt for a extended period of time every year for the last 5 years. How the fuck are people not admitting that he's injury prone?
I mean,
He is injury prone. He is.
Definitely is. He definitely is. But let's see. I'm just saying a healthy George Kittle. I'm just saying a healthy George Kittle is better than Kelce right now. But Bowers, you got Kittle, LaPorta, you got McBride, you got Mark Andrews.
Fucking Tyler Warren, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Tyler Warren been playing
Warren's
better.
cooking. Hey, yeah, Tyler Warren. Goddard.
But Fanning Jr., I mean, he's been kind of better than
Who?
Fanning Jr. from Cleveland. He's been playing just as well too. Honestly, I don't know. I just like I said. I mean, I think I think Kelce's.
10, but he's like the 7. He's like 6 to 10 range, bro.
I don't know. Just to me, he doesn't really. He doesn't to me. He doesn't scare. Listen, I'll say this: he does not scare me if I'm an opposing defensive coordinator. He doesn't scare me as a weapon anymore because he's shown he's gonna drop it most of the time. He has like what 5 drops on the year already. He isn't consistent.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, what? I mean, who's the Broncos 10? Isn't he playing better than him? I mean, I don't know.
But this is also
Evan Ingram.
Yeah. But no, Brandon, I just thought about this because we talked about ranking quarterbacks based off potential. The reason why a lot of people say that Kittle has the potential to do this, do that, he's been hurt. Like there has not been since probably 2020 that he has not been consistently healthy.
Right. For sure. All right, y'all. Let's go on to another game. Bro, you remember a while back last season, we've been having these talks about Marvin Harrison being top 10. You remember them talks, bro? Me, you, and everybody else. Last word. All of we tried to tell them. Let him play a game. Please, let him play a game. We know he was a
Listen, I'll
sensation.
say it like this too, though. For him, I think he would be better if they were to actually draft a better quarterback than Kyler.
Yes, because I explained this because we talked about this on Friday in our group chat, where we got to stop throwing the term generational around with the draft process. Thing is with Marvin, while I can agree we're all unanimously agreeing that he's not near that top 10 conversation right now. Marvin, I give him a little bit of slack. Why? Because Kyler hates him for some unknown reason. I don't know why.
Listen, the problem a lot of people are not. Listen, the problem with a lot of people too, they're not actually watching the Arizona Cardinals. Like, I mean, why would they? Because they're garbage. But that's the problem. Kyler is not good enough to be Marvin Harrison's quarterback. He's not. He doesn't give him the ball when he's open. And then, it's I don't know. Overall, I think if Arizona really wants to give Marvin Harrison a chance to really show how good he can be, which he can be great. He can be a top 10. He can easily be that.
Sure.
But
Sure.
the problem now comes down to this. They have to find a quarterback that is more competent than a toddler who can't throw consistently.
Wow.
Where the toddler's best attribute is his rushing ability. He can't throw a damn ball more than 20 yards consistently. He can't find his wide receivers because he's a midget behind a big-ass line. It's a big line over there. No line is ever small. And when you have a 5'8" quarterback that is just as tall as me, it doesn't work out. And when your 6'4" wide receiver, Marvin Harrison, is wide open and he has to watch you taking sacks or rushing all around the world, he don't want to play for you anymore, bro.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, that drop that Marvin had, that pass that he was throwing,
that was nasty. That was ugly.
That pass that was thrown to him was low key a duck.
Yeah, all I was saying, bro, with the Marvin Harrison
of them
thing,
were
like, relax. For all the top 10 conversations,
listen. Here's the thing. Marvin Harrison can easily. The only time that Marvin Harrison will legitimately look good is when he has a guy like, as crazy as it sounds, when he has a guy like Jameis Winston who just loves to air it out, or B, he has a young quarterback, a young gun run. I mean, you can go put Carson Beck over there, and guess what Carson Beck's going to do? He's going to dot up Marvin Harrison. Kyler can't do that. Kyler cannot play quarterback at a consistent level, and I think the contract they gave him when they gave it to him was crazy. I told people he wasn't top 10 then, but you had people that were just all over him. Oh, he did this. He did this. He was never a top 10 quarterback any season. Did he start out as a top 10 quarterback his one season where they were like 7-0? Yeah. Guess what he did after? He fell off. And then it led to a round one exit.
The year that the Cardinals went undefeated, that's where I could say that man was a top 10 quarterback.
2021, yeah.
No. He started out undefeated. They didn't go undefeated. They started out, and yes, he did perform.
He
performed.
Something like that, and then finished
the year.
They
started out 8-0, and then they were at home versus Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers years ago, and they lost that game. And that was the beginning of the fall down where Kyler Murray just fell off a mountain. He didn't look like he knew what he was doing. And granted, yes, his coach was
a wild card.
Yeah, and they got bound. Well, dude, I think Kyler damn near tried to sit out in the fourth quarter because they were getting dog walked so bad. He didn't even want to be on the field. And then he got criticized, but everyone wanted to say, oh, give him a better team. Give him a better team. What do you think he's going to do even with a better team? He's going to piss his wide receivers off. His wide receivers, again, they're gonna joyce. They are going to joyce the day that they hear Rich Gannon or whatever, or whoever the coach is at the time. Yeah, Jonathan Gannon, sorry. Or whoever the hell the coach is at the time when they figure out they need a new quarterback. Well, they're going to rejoice when they hear they get a new quarterback, and especially if they're not a runner. If it's Carson Beck, they're going to be a little happy. They need a quarterback, and they don't have one.
Carson
Beck. Sorry, that's a downgrade.
That's crazy, bro.
But no,
Carson Beck would be an improvement over Kyler, bro. Kyler can't throw.
I don't think Carson Beck is. But
I mean, Well, I mean, Carson Beck's undefeated. He's played very well in that offense this year. He's going to get drafted highly if he plays the rest of the year.
Let me. So you telling me if you switch Kyler Murray from that team and you insert Carson Beck there, you think that team would be team would be better on that offense?
If he plays the way he's playing the rest of the year, he's going to get drafted high. We all know that. Let's just be real. That's how college works. When you go into a new offense like Miami's and you're playing as well as you are, and if he gets to the playoffs and he takes them far, he's going to get to be there. He's going to get drafted high, and he can't be yet.
Doesn't mean that
can yet.
I mean, look at
yes, but the thing is he can be better than Kyler. Kyler's ability to throw is not good. It's very inconsistent. And the thing is, Carson Beck, yes, he's not a better runner, but I can guarantee you, if he gets the weapons around him and he gets time to throw, he's going to play more consistently passing than Kyler Murray. That's been Kyler Murray's biggest problem. If Kyler Murray was more consistent, then we wouldn't have a problem in Arizona. But because Kyler's inconsistent and doesn't show up some weeks, mainly because he probably can't see his weapons, I don't know. But again, yes, Carson Beck can develop to be better than Kyler. I don't think that's out of the world. Kyler's not a top 10 quarterback. So it's not like it's not even like I'm asking him to be a top 5 quarterback. He can just be a top 12 quarterback and be better than Kyler.
No, Brandon, I just thought about this. You know, it'd be funny because we were talking about Kyler Murray. Imagine if we could have a conversation with Kieran from 2 years ago and how much he used to defend Kyler Murray.
Him and PSP. PSP was on his ass.
Well,
wait, what happened?
PSP was on him.
It's because he went to the University of Oklahoma, which is one of PSP's teams.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Wait, Kyler said, or what Kieran said, what about Kyler?
Oh, he just used to be the biggest Kyler defender in the world.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, y'all, man. It's like you got anything to say about your Raiders? Although y'all got whooped against the Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just being real, like Geno Smith, I see why nobody really lined up to get him. I will say I think John Spytek is a genius in the fact of this contract isn't a 3-year guarantee. It's a 1-year guarantee. After that, he can be absolutely cut for nothing. So, absolutely great move on that. We also didn't trade you guys. We traded you guys like the 93rd pick, which wasn't even our pick. It was from the Jets. So I could have given a damn about that one. But I think we have some moves to make. I think Pete Carroll, like I said in a post, I think he needs to man up. I think he needs to fire his son because I think his son's absolutely worthless as a coach. Since he has came in here, where last year we had Joe Philbin coaching the offensive line from weeks 10 to 17, and JPJ was put at center. And in his first career start there, he graded out as the highest graded center. He overall was graded out as a top 10 center in the NFL as a center when he played. And you would think that they would carry that, whatever he was doing last year, over to this year. But nope, we were wrong. He's over here being put at guard, and then Pete Carroll is whining because he ain't working out as a guard. But, I mean, Brandon can sit here and tell you the same thing I'm about to tell you. He's a freaking center, guys.
Yep.
And that's the problem. Like, you look at that, and then you look at Dylan Parham is now a bottom 3 guard rated PFF-wise in, like, everything for guards. Alex Kappa is actually useless to have on the team. I called that this offseason, but yet again, I was called crazy. DJ Glaze got ran through yesterday. He got ran through. He allowed 8 pressures, 2 sacks. It was overall a miserable day for the offensive line. And I turned off the game early because I couldn't have given a damn. The team did not show up. The team didn't look like they cared. The only one that showed up in this game was Trey Tucker. And Colton Miller, of course, because he's the only one that's worth a damn on the offensive line. But I've said this, JPJ needs to go back to center. I'd fire Pete Carroll's son, and I'd probably put Joe Philbin back at the line coach because he's had multiple successful lines over his career. I think Patrick Graham, after I think it's been too long of a tenure. I think your time has been warranted out of here. I don't know what it is, but even when this team showed up in the first 2 weeks run stopping wise, they couldn't stop a nosebleed yesterday. 200 plus rushing yards allowed, 200 plus passing yards allowed. The defense wasn't good. The pass rush wasn't good. I called out. I said the same thing about Max Crosby. He disappeared yesterday. He wasn't there. He didn't do anything. Malcolm Kuntz's only sack of the day that he would have had, well, he got too busy grabbing the face mask. Overall, both sides of the ball looked very unprepared. There was no adjustments made. And I said this yesterday. A lot of people tried to get mad. And I already said it. If this team don't win 4 games, which at this point, it's very fucking possible. Your offense is horrendous. It looks dead in the water. Chip Kelly just looks lost as an OC right now.
Yeah.
The only people that, and then you're not playing the guys that you draw.
Mile away.
What happened?
I could have told you that Chip Kelly is brain dead as an NFL coach from a mile away.
No, listen, he's a bad NFL coach, but man, he can coach college, so he'll be back in college next year, folks. But I think offensively, you have players to build on from, but I think at this point in the season, I think we play the Bears and then the Colts the next 2 weeks. So, I think and I could care less what anyone has to say other than the coaching staff, but if you go 1-4, you're now going to have to change what you're doing, as in now your focus should be on the development, because they have not been playing the rookies, and they should be playing the rookies. They should be playing at this point, because the guys that you have playing right now are not simply good enough. I could probably say 3 out of 5 linemen need to go. Probably drop them off somewhere. I don't care. Far away from Vegas. Just tell them this is your new home. And just play your rookies. I think Charles Grant can go give you better production at the right tackle. I think Caleb Rogers can give you better production than both the guards. I think JPJ playing at center would be such a massive help. But, you have Chip Kelly, it was Ashton Jency. It was something that was, I saw this yesterday. And on 57% of his runs, he's getting hit by someone in the backfield. It gets to a point. The line needs to get better. Gino needs to stop making dumbass reads.
Yeah, that's his problem.
Listen,
that's from Seattle, bro. He making them stupid plays, bro. I'm like, dang on.
Yeah, but then you have Chip Kelly, and he's a big problem right now. He's over here defending Gino and not mentioning the line play and stuff. He's not mentioning the stuff he should be mentioning. His son.
His name is Eugene.
Wow. But yeah, man.
It is not Gino. He has not earned the nickname of Gino. His government name is Eugene. Therefore, he is Eugene Smith. He is playing.
No, he's trash, man. And you know what the crazy thing has been? I told everybody in the offseason this wasn't a great pickup. I fucking told people. And then they were like, oh, no. I had some people at one point talking about, oh, he's the best quarterback we've ever had. I'm like, holy fucking. Dude, listen, I'm telling you, bro, me and Raider Nation were not getting along at that point. When y'all motherfuckers tried to come in here and tell me he was the best quarterback we've ever had, I was telling people, I'm like, bro, what are you seeing, bro? He doesn't have a better arm. He can't read the field better. And right now, at the age of 34, he looks like he in unk status right now. He don't look like he can read a defense. Shit. When they said best quarterback we've ever had, man,
that's wicked.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Derek Carr, his best, clears Geno Smith. Rich Gannon, when he was here, clears Geno Smith. Dude, that's the problem, man. We have people that overrate players that aren't that good. They overrated the yards he had over there in Seattle, and they didn't want to mention his interceptions and his turnover problem.
Not at all. But I am convinced, because you were talking about Derek Carr, that 2016 Raiders team, if Derek Carr did not break his leg in that week, what is it, 16 games?
Week 7, the last week of the year.
They would have at least made the AFC Championship.
Yes, I told people that. I told people back in the day when that shit happened. Listen. And this is what people also have to realize though too, is if he never breaks his leg, he never really regresses, because the thing was, at that point, he lost a lot of his athleticism. If he would have had that still, he would have been, listen, he would have been great. And he would have been.
About Carson Wentz, though.
But I also think, like, too, is the problem for us, man, when we had Derek Carr, we didn't build a team like this. I'm telling you, Derek Carr in his prime, listen, Derek Carr in his prime, this team right here would have been the best team he ever touched. It wouldn't have been close. This is easily the best team he's ever had. This team right here, Ashton Jency, don't get it twisted. Like, listen, when that guy gets an open hole, he's smacking a motherfucker, bro. He is easily going to be one of the better running backs. You just have to put the line together. And listen, I said it, with or without Pete Carroll, we have to build this team. If Pete Carroll and them don't make the changes that are necessary, then you have to move on. You have to get someone that can do it. And you have to get someone that's young and wants a good quarterback. I mean, we need a lot of things. I don't like the quarterback. I don't like Zamir White. I don't think he should be playing. I don't like Dylan Parham. I don't like a lot of people on this team. Offensively, we have players on offense that we can build around, but you have to put a good line. You have to put a good quarterback out there, because it doesn't matter about your weapons if your quarterback isn't going to execute.
Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all, man. It's that time, man. Yo, Brian, who's your losers and winners for the week? Winners and losers for the week.
I mean, winner of the week. Obviously, most people would say Caleb Williams. I'm going to give him an honorable mention, obviously. Same with Trey Tucker. But,
yes,
I'm going with an Eagle for the winner of the week. And no, it is not Jalen Hurts. It is Mr. JD90 Jordan Davis. He had 5 tackles, 1 quarterback hit. He had the only sack on Matthew Stafford when Stafford rolled out of the pocket. He had not 1, but 2 block kicks on the day, although the first one he was assisted by Jalen Carter as well. And he got the touchdown. So I got to shout out JD90. And for the loser, you
got plenty of options, bro.
Yes, you are right. There are plenty of options. I mean, shit, where do we begin? There is the Patriots offense for having 5 turnovers against the Steelers, but
4 fumbles.
So they're not in contention for me. But some of the other options that I won't choose as my loser of the week, but as some dishonorable mentions, let's see. CJ Stroud for playing like shit against the Jaguars. The Packers for losing to the Cleveland Browns.
That's mine right there. That's
both the Chiefs and the Giants, because that game was absolutely horrendous. You have Jake Browning for that god-awful performance against the Vikings. You have kickers in general. Crazy how in the span of 20 minutes, we had 4 blocked kicks in 3 separate games. But I think you know where I'm going with my loser of the week. BRF told me to chill out with this stuff last week, but this week, hell no, because it's warranted. The Atlanta Pigeons. Atlanta Pigeons. Not only did y'all get BTA'd, but y'all got blanked by the Carolina Kitty Cats. Michael Bennett some way, somehow played worse than Bryce Young. My God.
Wow.
And we could go back. Brandon, we have receipts, because all of the Atlanta fans in the group chat, they used to talk copious amounts of shit on Carolina and how they're always a pushover.
Certified Chris, one of them. Shout out to him.
And what did the Panthers do? Shut up.
Damn.
It's that simple.
It was bad.
Jordan Davis, and before Chip gets to say, and I know he's not here, but if Chip was here, where did he go to college? Yeah, he's a Georgia Bulldog. But JD90, my winner of the week. The Atlanta Pigeons are the losers of the week. How dare I give them a compliment for last week, and they will remain the Pigeons until proven otherwise.
That's crazy. I'm going to say mine right quick, then the other side I'm going to let you go. My winner of the week is Caleb Williams. Shout out to dude. He threw 4 touchdowns. That was a way different quarterback. from what I've seen before. So yeah, I got Caleb Williams for my winner. For my loser, I ain't gonna lie, it's a tie because you brought up a good point about the Atlanta Falcons. That was terrible. But the second one I got is the Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
That was freaking terrible. Having them, was it a comeback win? It was a comeback win,
they
right?
blew a
Yeah.
10-0 lead.
Yeah, 10-0 lead to the Cleveland Browns out of all people. They stink. They suck on offense. How you let them score? How?
Let a rookie beat you.
Exactly.
This elite defense let a rookie running back beat them.
Right, bro. Like, hey, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. Packers, you got a great defense. Packers, y'all got a good offensive core. You know what I'm saying? With Golden, you got Watson, you
I
got
think that they are just like I said earlier. I think that they are truly missing like a veteran alpha number one, and I think they haven't really. I don't think Matthew Golden. I don't think he's even shown up at any point in the season so far up to this point. So I think that they Christian Watson, he's healing from an ACL. I mean, they gotta get some things put together, but they also, I think, if I'm just being real, like I said earlier, if they really legitimately want to win that division, they got to go get a number one wide receiver.
Come on, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous, man. But hey, man,
Yeah.
who's your winner and loser of the week, Inside?
So I'll say it like now. Loser of the week. Losers, I would say I have multiple. I think number one, I think the Rams, and I think the Rams are one of the losers. Like, I don't care. Like, and you know what? Shout out Kenny bitch ass because he wants to talk up the Rams, but they went out there. They had a lead, and they blew that fucking game, and they looked like trash, bro. Straight fucking trash. Like, I don't care, bro. You can't talk that much shit and have that big of a lead, and then I swear, bro, hey, you're a loser of the week, bro.
Kenny bitch ass is crazy.
That's wild.
Listen, listen, bro. He was in the group chat. He tried to ignore the fact. He tried to say the Packers are the loser of the week, as if he don't have a loser of the week team right now. Like, fuck, bro. And like, listen, I'll admit it. Yes, the Raiders are one of the biggest losers too, but so are the Rams. They played like fucking trash. They played a starting quarterback, and they had the lead. They held them to 14 passing yards, and then their coaching staff and everybody just disappeared like cats for the freaking ghost.
Crazy, bro.
And yes, the Raiders defense for allowing 200 rushing yards in that game, over 200 punt return yards. I mean, 200 kick return yards, I'm pretty sure they were allowing at this point. I mean, it was bad overall. But winner of the week, man of the week, I mean, Trey Tucker's one of them. If I'm just being honest, he was one of the bright spots, and 8 for 150.
The Panthers. I'm not even gonna lie, that was kind of impressive.
Listen, I will say one of the also biggest. I would say also one of the other biggest winners, really, just for this week to come in out of not playing forever. Marcus Mariota, man, he had a great game. I'll give him credit. He had a great game, and he deserves his credit. Like I said, he got his chance. He hasn't played much. I think he's played like 2 times in the last year. And just to be ready and come in and play as well as he did, mistake-free football, got to give him credit. And yes, the Panthers are to me the biggest winners of the week for just laying a ass whooping on the Falcons. I mean, they were hitting them back and forth like an abusive father with alcohol in his system.
Yeah, for sure, man. But all right, y'all, man. Oh,
yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean, hopefully the Falcon fans can recover just like their team, but it could be a long season if that's how the Michael Penis is playing.
Wow. Wow.
Listen, it's crazy because like in the offseason, he was doing an interview the one day, and that's what the Falcons network had him.
I know.
They had him as Michael Penis Jr.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, when the Falcons media page released the pick too, they also said that they drafted Michael Penis Jr.
That's crazy. That's wild. But
the Falcons page don't even know. You're good.
All right, y'all, man. That includes the end of the show. I got an announcement. Wait, well, it's not really an announcement, but my birthday is tomorrow. I will be turning 24 tomorrow.
He's becoming unk, guys. He's becoming
That's
unk.
crazy. That's crazy. That is
Over
crazy.
here.
But yeah, I'll be 24 tomorrow. But yeah, man. That
Happy
includes the end
birthday.
of the show. Oh, appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Any last words, bro, before we head out?
Well, happy early birthday to you, obviously.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
It's a shame. Well, actually, also big milestone next week, episode 200. That's also a big accomplishment.
Hell yeah.
But you know, Brandon, I think you know what's going on this week, and I have a little something to sum it up. So we already have the bet that we made off camera. So now I will tell our live audience. So, as y'all know, I'm a Penn State fan, and Brandon is an Oregon fan.
Mm-hmm.
And Penn State and Oregon play in the whiteout this Saturday night at 7:30 p.m.
Hell yeah.
BC at Beaver
Fuck
Stadium.
yeah.
Big Ten championship rematch. So, obviously, this will all depend on when it happens due to shipping and all this. But if Penn State wins the game, Brandon here will buy a Penn State shirt. And once that comes in, he will do that next episode in a Penn State shirt.
Oh, nasty word.
Nasty. That's nasty.
If Oregon wins, I will buy an Oregon shirt. And when that comes in, it's not going to be immediate because obviously we have to figure out the shipping and all that fun stuff. Because you know how sometimes our mail delivery system can be here in the country where things can get delayed, this and that. But if Oregon wins, I have to buy an Oregon shirt. And then when that shirt comes in, I would do the next episode in an Oregon shirt.
W. Hey, man.
I'm not going to lie. If I'm just being real.
State.
I'm not going to lie. If I'm being real for that game, I'm not going to lie. I think Oregon's going to win. I'm just going to be honest.
Nah, fuck all that. We going duck hunt.
We got to stop that run. I like that.
Hey, listen, I'll be honest, man. If Penn State starts running the ball all over Oregon, it's going to be game.
Yeah, if they run the ball on us, it's going to be a game, bro.
Hey, listen, Corey Moore, he's been on flashy these first 3 games, but he ain't met AJ Harris, and AJ
we will see.
Hey, dude, you know what though? I'm not gonna lie. AJ Harris was someone I talked about for the Raiders. I wanted to draft them to draft this upcoming draft. He's good, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Your offensive line is ready for deny Dennis Sutton.
Oh Lord,
deny Dennis Sutton.
Go ahead, Insider man. What's your any last words, man?
Happy birthday, and
appreciate it.
I don't know. I'll be watching that game live. I'm gonna watch that Oregon Penn State game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, there was SEC fans that were pissed off that game's going to Penn State.
There's a lot of good games.
Alabama shouldn't have lost to Florida State. Boo-hoo.
Nope. Yeah.
Sure. If you wanted game day in Athens, Bama shouldn't have lost.
But even if they would have won, that still I don't
teams over a top 5 versus top 15 team every time.
Facts. Well, I mean, I think even if Alabama wouldn't have won that game, I think they still would have gone to Penn State and Oregon because they're still going to be higher ranked teams.
Yeah, hell, even then, there's even another SEC matchup with higher ranked.
LSU and Mississippi.
LSU goes to Ole Miss.
Yes, that's a great game too. 4-11. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, Brad. It's like these fans have to realize they can only go to one place, and you have 3 top 15 matchups.
Yeah. It comes as a shock to many.
And also, wait a minute. But like, here's the thing too: we can't have every college game day in an SEC game. It can't be SEC every week. No one wants to watch that.
That's why I love the statement that got released. It came as a shock to many college football fans. No, it didn't. It came as a shock to you Southerners down there. That
it came to a shock to Georgia fans. That's what it was.
Number 3 versus number 6 team in the country. Over Bama, Georgia. If you wanted it in Athens, Georgia, then Bama should have not lost to Florida State as a 17.5-point favorite.
Yeah, that's correct.
And like the thing is, they could have also just scheduled it for later in the year because y'all knew Penn State and Oregon were playing that week. Y'all knew it.
And plus,
But,
most of the time, they don't like seeing teams. Like, they don't like seeing one team 2 times in a 3-week span because they literally just went to Knoxville 2 weeks ago for Georgia.
Okay, wait, where did they go last week? I forgot. Where did
they went to they chose the wrong spot. They went to Miami for Miami against Florida.
That's disgusting.
When they probably should have gone to Bloomington for Indiana versus Illinois. But that's just me.
Well, even that game was kind of garbage because Illinois got smacked.
Yes, they did.
That was embarrassing. Actually, you know what? I think that's also the craziest. You're good. All right.
Here. All right, y'all, man. That includes the end of the show, man. For all the people here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Till next time, we are out. See y'all week 4 for the recap next week. Peace.